The 60s will always be remembered as the era of change, particularly in regards to racism and sexism. In the United States, women protested in the streets, demanding the end of discrimination in the workplace. Moe Tucker emerged during this time. Professional drummer, pioneer and member of one of the most influential bands in history, the Velvet Underground. Tucker didn't just stand out because she was a woman wielding drumsticks, but because she did it while standing. Other great women like Tucker stood out around the same time too. Sandy West of the Runaways, Megan White of White Stripes, Cindy Blackman playing with Lenny Kravitz, or Sheila E., Prince's drummer, who is very important in this story.
La 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 la. Sing it. La 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 la. Come on, sing it. La 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 la. A B C.
Patti, as a child, was very quick at everything. She didn't walk, she ran.
We used to play and sing together with my other sister for years, maybe 25 years. As soon as I got home from school, I used to leave the school bag and go straight to the piano and start playing or writing songs and teaching Patti and Carol also at the very start. Everything I learned from music, I used to come and I used to try and teach Patti and Carol.
Her sister, Yvonne, who's 2 years older, started to play piano. And she was the one who told Patti, first of all, to play maracas. And then we got her a little toy drum, and that was her since then.
That's it. Tell us your names first of all. You're
Yvonne.
Yvonne, and you're
Patti.
and you're
Carol.
and how old are you?
I was 12 yesterday.
And you're 12?
12 yesterday.
Yesterday. Them are your twins?
Yes.
Jolly good. Now you're
TV
mixed.
show for children when I think I was about 13 and Patti would have been 12.
They played one of Yvonne's songs.
The Ballinas family, that's Yvonne, Patti and Carol, otherwise known as Angel's Delight. You ready, girls?
I never thought it would bother me if you were to say goodbye and walk away. I had visions of me standing there, laughing while you spoke as if I didn't care.
And then it kind of made us a little bit famous in the school.
It was exciting for, especially Patti, but for the three of them their friends to see them in the local newspaper. No? Yeah.
Took you for granted, and I miss you now. You've gone. Oh, I miss you, and I wish that you'd come back. Oh.
Well, I met Patti about 20 years ago. She was 2 and she played already great drums.
When I first came to Mallorca, I had heard about this female drummer. Okay. Me being a bass player, of course, I finally got to meet her, and we did a place called the Waikiki.
So she came with her band after her show to listen what we do.
So this is where the band actually formed. We had a group called Soul Machine, and that's where I actually, got to meet her.
Patti is a great singer in the package, so she's fantastic personality and great musician.
Well, in the musical term, we call it the bomb. I think she is, the way I feel, is that she is a perfect drummer because she has the groove, she has the feel, and she connects with her instrument.
She's a very lively person. She's very intelligent. She's very cooperative. She's fun to work with. She enjoys her work a lot. She puts a lot of passion in her work.
Well, when Patti enters to the venue, you always see it. So you cannot miss when Patti enters because everybody waiting for Patti comes.
If Patti is there, then you know you're going to have a good show.
Last word on Patti would be that she's amazing, really. I look at Patti sometimes and I think, wow, because it's not only difficult to be a woman in the music, but Patti is even harder for Patti because she's a drummer, and drummer is predominantly male. There are some female drummers, but not many. So it's even harder for Patti to be taken seriously as a drummer.
You know, when you see a person reach for something and it was something that she always had, dreamed of, and she got there. Being that the business is like it is, and we all know that it's very more difficult for a woman, but she, I was telling you earlier, the strong survive.
She's a fighter, but she doesn't have to fight because she's so great and so complete, she doesn't need to fight. Actually, her personality and her high professionalism in music, it helps her a lot.
Well, I think Patti is a very hard-working person. I think she's a person that has wanted success and she's looked for it.
Patti is an amazing person. I call her my angel. She is an angel at heart. And she's loved by many people, but obviously her mother adores her, no? She is a one, apart from being a great musician, she is a wonderful person. Yeah.
The most important thing to me is not so much the fame, it's to play music and to enjoy what I'm doing, and to know that this has become my career, and just each project is something I enjoy, and that's the main thing for me. The fame is not so important anymore. My musical journey has been very varied. I've had some great moments and some tough moments maybe, but only I guess only tough because it's a difficult world sometimes, and very dominated by males and by men, and you have to do the best you can and make sure they respect you and they value you for your work. That's the only tough thing I've had in music. The rest has been really rewarding. Yeah, once I became an endorser for Yamaha, I did many clinics, and I've done clinics or master classes around the world, demonstrations, and it's been an amazing experience for me. But yeah, one of the most amazing experiences is to know that you were the first female musician to perform live in public in Kuwait. This was last year, and it was an amazing experience to know this. I was the first woman who performed live in public, any instrument, and it was the drums too, so that's even more remarkable, you know. I chose drums. I don't know why. I just know that I always asked for drums. I don't know why. I guess it was in my blood. My father was a musician, and his favorite instrument was drums, and I always felt the rhythm. Rhythm was always the most passionate thing for me. The principal person who helped me in the music world in my career in the beginning was my father, who taught me the first rhythms on the drums, the first basic rhythms. But afterwards, I learned myself by ear, and I guess many people influenced me afterwards. Many people have become very important in my life, and I guess my mother has been one of my biggest strengths in my career. I've had many great experiences on stage, many great concerts, too many great moments to say this one, that one. I guess I really appreciate all the moments I've had that have been great on stage, but the most important moment in my career, in my musical career, is when my father told me he was proud of me, and he told me that he would never have played drums like me, and I really surprised him. This was years after many times when he didn't believe in me. He tried to put me down, or basically just made me feel like I was never going to be good enough. And for him to say this to me years later, that he was very proud of me, and that he never dreamed of playing drums like me, I guess that was the biggest moment in my career. That was the turning point. Message to all women who want to do anything that is maybe dominated by men, any industry, music or anything. Just play your instrument, enjoy it, and keep the passion alive, and don't worry about what anyone says. Don't worry about what anyone thinks. Don't worry about what anyone says. Just believe in yourself. Believe in your love for music, or anything you do, and you will be valued. In the end, you will be valued, and you will be respected.